could lecture for hours about what you could or should do when it comes to the sale of your luxury property here in the greater Dallas and surrounding suburban market. But it's way more impactful for us to talk about the pitfalls and the problems of weighty mistakes and what you shouldn't do. So let's dive into the don'ts as it pertains to you getting your luxury property sold for top dollar here in the greater Dallas area market, shall we? The first don't is don't DIY. We all love to roll our sleeves up and get our hands dirty from time to time, but this is definitely not one area where you want to do so. Not if you're trying to get top dollar for your luxury home in the greater Dallas market, right? We know from the National Association of Realtors that over 86% of homes are ultimately sold through realtors, and that those homes sell for 17% more than a home sold for sale by owner. So, and that includes commissions, so that's above and beyond commissions, right? So with that information and data, it becomes imperative that you leverage the expertise and counsel from someone in the trenches that is versed with not just selling real estate in the area, but also selling real estate, so that they too are highly networked, engaged in their local real estate ecosystem, and know how to best represent the property through proper positioning. They know how to price the property, and they know how to negotiate on your behalf to represent your best financial interests. That truly is the key here, and the trifecta of skills that are warranted to get you top dollar. Now, I would encourage you here to do your vetting for sure, because this is where it is of utmost importance. I had a really close friend of mine recently in another market purchase a home for over $2 million, about $2.8 million, if you will. And this particular realtor partner that they selected was a decent choice, but at the same time, my friend really beat the agent up on their commission. So that brings me to number 2 of don't skimp on quality. So the person was a very nice person. I was actually very close to their negotiations and discussion the whole time. But you know, we're all people, and you could really see some of the loss in service, the loss in counsel that was occurring because emotions were involved on all sides. And ultimately it's, you know, trying to save dollars, or as they say, you're tripping over dollars to save pennies, right? I mean, that can just be in our nature, some of us. But don't forget that we're dealing with people, real humans with emotions on the other side, and that you always get what you pay for. So if someone is willing to take such a deep discount, know that the service level is being adjusted accordingly as well, for the most part. And you do see that in this industry, like all other industries, whether it's clothing, cars, restaurants, hotels. We know it's up and down the service industry along with the goods industry too. So be as discerning as you are with those other purchases here as it pertains to the selection and the vetting of your preferred real estate partner. Make sure that you are looking at their marketing materials, you're looking at how they position properties, you are going to their websites, you are essentially, vetting them in totality. I say that because I am still seeing properties, luxury properties, and I'm talking about over $1 million on the market for over $1 million with iPhone photos still being done. Whether it's a for sale by owner or an agent, because many of us know a real estate agent, maybe not someone that's actually doing any selling, but they're licensed, right? And maybe they love to talk about that fact during the cocktail hour, but maybe they're severely part-time or barely sell at all, and that's the partner that's chosen. Well, going back to what I was saying about how you truly want to vet your potential realtor and real estate partner, like this is where the rubber meets the road. Look at those images. Look at what tools and what technology they're using. How are they networked? How are they leveraging their network or how will they leverage their network for the benefit of you and your property and your best financial interest most of all? You need to know firsthand that you are going to be given 110% from them. And I mean that 110%, all and more, because you deserve it. So the don't number 3 is don't overestimate nor underestimate the market. None of us have a crystal ball. We don't know what the market is going to be like 6 months from now to a year from now. So let's stop trying. We know what some of the economic indicators are, right? Inflation, a Fed that is trying to aggressively temper inflation, essentially. We also know that we've got some estimates from economists like Goldman Sachs that predict that because the Fed is being so aggressive with the interest rate increases, that they will continue to take those interest rate hikes over the next several FOMC meetings, right? And we've got other economists saying the same thing. We also know that we are down, as of the end of April, 18% on the sale of luxury properties. While prices are up, we also know that we're seeing more days on market for those luxury properties. We also know that those younger move up and trade up buyers were and still are finding a lack of inventory that appeals most to them, so that pushes them out of the market altogether. Other external forces related to the interest rate hikes include the fact that these younger trade-up buyers are now experiencing payment increases of between $1,000 to $3,000 a month. Well, imagine from a life stage perspective, for a younger buyer, these could be younger people with families, kids to consider. We're now competing with childcare, other daily necessities, other things that people like to do, vacations, right? Outside of just owning a home, based on that market forces and the compression that we're realizing from some of those market forces. So know that what we want to do is to meet the market where we are. We want to price with the market or really even slightly below to really make sure that we're appealing to the widest buyer set, but also being slightly predictive, at least during the selling cycle, over possible increases in interest rates, which is a very real possibility based on going predictions. We also say you don't want to underestimate the market. We don't have to go into the wheels falling off, doom and gloom type of thinking, the recession is here type of propaganda, right, or fear. What we want to do is, as I mentioned, is meet the market where we are based on those few kind of predictions that we would be making together in order to make sure the home is properly positioned and priced. So that's all I've got for you today, folks. Those really are the big 3 don'ts in order to get your home sold for top dollar in this market today. So if you are a luxury seller who's on the fence, if you need more counsel, know that me and my team are always here and in your corner, and I'm happy to help. Please make sure, if you like the content that you're receiving from us, go ahead and subscribe and sign up for those alerts. It would mean the most to me, and you'll stay up to date on all of the content that we are putting out here from week to week. So again, it's Megan Johnson, your local 5-star realtor serving the greater Dallas area here. And until next we see each other, stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.